and welcome back to Love Your Food. This week we have the recipe that we've been leading up to for the last couple of weeks with sort of basics recipe. This is our seafood gumbo. So this is a Louisiana Cajun classic with lots of seafood in it and all of the stuff we've been making the last few weeks. So let's get going with some ingredients here. So we're starting with some shrimp. We're going to be using some crab meat as well. We've got some whole canned tomatoes, some andouille sausage, some flour. We used this in the roux, of course, in the dark roux. Some chicken broth, which we used in the shrimp stock. We're going to use some olive oil, some Tabasco sauce, some butter. Again, that was in the roux. Some parsley. We're going to be using some okra. We have some green onions and celery. Poblano pepper. This is some thyme. A shallot. Some garlic. A couple of interesting ingredients. This is gumbo filet. This is Cajun seasoning. And one large onion. Actually, a couple large onions. And a red pepper. So it's a large ingredient list. Everything's going to be, all the amounts are going to be in the description below as usual. So we're going to start by completely peeling our shrimps. We're not, completely peeling our shrimp. We're not going to be leaving the tails on this one, so you want to very carefully remove all of the shells. We did use the shells from this in our shrimp stock that we made. That was the recipe last week. Or the week before, I believe. So you can see we're saving our shrimp hulls there. Now, this is our celery. You don't need to get fancy with the cutting or anything. We just want the flavor of the celery as part of the soup base. So you don't need to make them nice, tiny little cuts or anything. There doesn't need to be fancy or anything. This is fine. Just sort of a rough chop. Now we're doing our measuring in our measuring cup here. So this is just give it a little press down, and that's how we're getting our measuring down. So now is a great time to start the roux as we're getting our vegetables started. So please refer to the dark roux recipe. There's definitely going to be a link at the end of this video, and that's part of this recipe for sure. So we're going to continue getting our vegetables ready. This is all going to cook for quite some time, so again, it doesn't need to be really small pieces, but you do want to make sure that everything's chopped and roughly the same size. We're going to cut the seeds out of the peppers. And then the easiest way is to cut them into strips. And then chop the strips. Just make sure that everything's relatively even, so... There we go. That's our red bell pepper. And then this is our poblano pepper. You can also use green pepper if you don't want the spice of a poblano. We sort of feel like green pepper is a little boring. It also has a slight bitterness to it. It gives sort of a greenish aroma. But if you like it, that's fine. We just prefer to use something with a little bit more interest to it, so we've used a poblano. Just make sure that you're washing your hands after you cut it if it's spicy. There we go. And our onions as well. So again, we're just going to be chopping the onions pretty roughly. It doesn't have to be super small and fancy. And we'll just get the last little bits of onions off of the root there. And that's just fine for our onions. And we are giving everything sort of a little measure to make sure we have the right proportions of all the ingredients here. Now for the shallots, it doesn't need to be a very fine chop, but we are going to cut them very thin. So we're just slicing them to a very thin. They're mostly going to melt in the cook. Again, it's going to cook for quite some time, so it's all going to just sort of blend together. We're going to have a very nice, just to add that flavor and aroma to the whole dish. And the same with the garlic. We don't have to get very fancy with this. We're just going to give it kind of a rough chop. But it wouldn't be Cajun food without a fair amount of garlic in it. So we're going to give that just like I said, a rough chop. Again, you just want kind of everything roughly even sized once you're finished. And by now, this is about the time when our roux was ready. So this is about the color that we wanted our roux. So we went ahead and added the vegetables direct into the roux once it was finished. So just get everything going in there. You want to give everything a nice, good stir. Make sure it's all covered with the that beautiful dark roux. So that's the butter and oil and flour that we had cooked in the pan for quite some time, stirring pretty frequently to make sure that it wasn't sticking. Again, you do want to check out that recipe because it's a little more complicated technique than just the standard roux. Now's a good time to do a little bit of seasoning. So we're going to add a little bit of salt and just let everything come together a little bit in there. So once everything's been well coated, you have the salt well distributed and everything's well blended. We're going to put a lid on that and let all of those veggies sweat for a little while and start to cook. Meanwhile, we're going to get our okra ready. Now, you do want to make sure that your okra isn't too big, otherwise it'll be quite tough. A lot of people don't like okra. I don't really understand that. I think it's delicious. I think it's amazing. Some people don't like the texture, which I guess I understand, but I do recommend people try it. It is delicious. And it will actually add a lot of thickening to the gumbo, which is part of this whole dish. It's such a hearty and rich dish. So once the okra is sliced, we're going to also cut our andouille sausage. Now, sometimes it's hard to find andouille sausage outside of the South. If you don't have a store that serves or sells Cajun food or spices or anything, it might be a little bit tough. But you can use any kind of flavorful or spicy sausage in there. Chorizo is fine. So we're just going to cut nice medallions out of this, sort of bite-sized pieces. And then good time to check in on our veggies. So everything's starting to come together. You can see it's all, some liquids are starting to coming out of the veggies. Everything's starting to wilt a little bit. The onions aren't quite translucent yet, but we are going to add our okra to let that start to cook in there as well. Now, because you are using a roux here, you do want to keep stirring this and make sure that nothing's sticking on the bottom or burning. So there we go. That's our veggies. We're going to cover that again and let it sweat some more. After a little while, you see the juices have really started coming out of everything, and it's looking a lot juicier. Now we're going to add our can of tomatoes and just sort of break up we use the whole tomatoes. We're just going to break them up a little bit with our spatula. Give it a good stir in. Make sure that everything's well combined. You see that quite thick texture. A lot of that is the okra, and the juices coming out of that are quite thick, which is the problem that a lot of people have with the texture. But it will give you this beautiful, rich, thick soup base as well. So once it's reached this stage, it's time to add our shrimp stock. So this is the shrimp stock that we made. It doesn't stay super flavorful for very long, so if you're using it, you should be making it that day. We're going to toss in bay leaf as well. And our thyme. And this is our Cajun seasoning as well. So give that a good stir in. And just make sure that everything's well combined in there. So give it a good stir. We also wanted to add, we didn't put this in the ingredient shop, but we did want to add a good little dollop of Worcestershire sauce in there as well. So good little dollop of that. And again, just stir that in. While that's all coming together and cooking, we are going to start on our andouille sausage. So we're going to get that into a hot pan. And we're going to do our best to get all of them so that the flats are hitting the cooking surface there. When they start to get a little bit of color, you're just going to turn those over. Nice sear on one side. And all of that sear just gives a really nice, that Maillard reaction has a really nice flavor. It gives that nice sort of toasty aroma. And once everything's well cooked, we're just going to toss that into our soup as well, into our gumbo. Now these pans are great. They are non-stick, but they also sort of allow a fond to build up like this. So we're going to deglaze this with a little bit of that shrimp stock that we made. You can see this pan just releases that foam really amazingly well. You can also do this in a regular stainless steel pan, good heavy bottomed pan, and just deglaze it with again a little bit of that shrimp stock or even some of the juice from the tomatoes. All right, so that's all in there now. So we're going to give that a good stir. You can see it's on a little bit higher heat now, so it's cooking quite well. You do want to make sure when you're stirring that you get all the way down to the bottom. There is a roux in there, that dark roux, so you do want to make sure nothing's burning. The okra will help with that, though. So we're going to cover that and just leave it open just a crack. Meanwhile, we are going to get some of our last veggies ready. So we're going to take the roots off of these green onions. And just give these a nice little chop. And then as well with our parsley. So we just have regular flat leaf parsley here. And just, again, a little rough chop on that. Coming back to our gumbo, let's take a look at where we are here. So everything's coming together well at this point. It is time to add our shrimp. So once you've added your shrimp, it's basically we're timing it to how long it takes the shrimp to cook. If they're overcooked, they get quite tough. So we do want to make sure that they're cooked but not overcooked. So we're going to add them to our soup now. And that is our gumbo filet. Now that is ground up sassafras leaf, which adds an interesting texture and flavor to the whole dish. We're also going to add our parsley and green onions. And we're going to give everything a good stir in there. So you can see the shrimp starting to cook already. Once they've started to cook really well and they're getting close to done, we're going to add our crab meat. Now, if you can't get fresh crab meat, you can add another white fish to this. Just break it up into smaller pieces. We got crab meat. It's already cooked. So we're just going to add this and we're going to let it cook until it is hot through. And you can see the gumbo is very thick, very rich. You can see all those ingredients. Everything's coming together. It's a beautiful, beautiful hearty dish. And then once the lump crab is hot all the way through and the shrimp is cooked, it's ready to serve. Traditionally served over just regular rice, or if you prefer, you can have some more flavorful rice. You can have some pilaf. And that's it. This beautiful, beautiful, rich Cajun dish. It's just an amazing dish in the winter. When it's cold outside, it will really warm you up. It's hearty. A lot of seafood in it. very customizable. You can use whatever kind of fish or seafood you like. And if you like this recipe, please do like and subscribe. And if you have any recipes you'd like to see Chef Caleb try on the channel, please let us know in the comments below. And remember to love your food.